Hello everybody, welcome to PinkCarbonara and I'm Michael. Today we are going to look at 4 different price range of Kamen Rider Agito figures, ranging from $12 to $150. There are 4 different Agito figures in front of me, and 4 of them are from different line of Kamen Rider figures toys. So today we are going to try to take a look at each of them. Let's see if the price really justified, on each of the figures itself. On my right hand side, this figure is the cheapest among 4 of them. Costs around $100 right now. Like, it's not the original price, it's just the price on the market right now. So this figure is actually the 1.0 SHF Agito from way back. I actually got the box right here, let me see. From 2009, wow, that is more than a decade ago. At the time, we think this is a good figure, right? But as time goes on, we realize how bad this figure is. I don't think he can do the, the signature, Agito pose with the hands being like this, because as you can see, I don't know what kind of pose is this. Is he trying to grab someone? Let's take a closer look. He is pretty skinny relative to the rest of the figure we got now. He looks really thin. Proportion wise, his shoulder is a little bit too big and his arms are, looks like little bubbles. You can look up, look down just a little bit. For the arm, you can lift up. You can't actually T-pose. You will, the shoulder will get in the way. For the ab crunch, it's actually pretty impressive for $100. Ab crunch is actually pretty decent. Look at how bad the exposed structure of the foot is. You can literally see the screw. I don't think people got bothered by this. Look at how bad he's not even trying to cover it up. So now let's look at the first bootleg figure that we got on this channel. If you are not aware, there's actually bootleg Kamen Rider SH figures out there. So this Agito costs around $150 right now in the market. It looks a lot better than the official 1.0 one. Oh, I guess I need to show you the box too. So this is the bootleg Agito box. Let me just show you the official one. If you put them side by side, you can see the Bandai logo is missing on the bootleg one. Proportion wise, it actually looks very good. Take a look at the eyeball. You can see it's still transparent and reflective, but there is no compound pattern under the eye. And there's like a weird dark shadow thing going on. I don't know how to describe, but there's dirt under the eye. One more thing to note is that there's no coloring on the belt. It's literally transparent. The whole belt is transparent. In terms of articulation, you can't really look up. You can look up a little bit and you can look down. Actually a lot. Yeah, that's pretty good. For the arm, can you raise it 90 degrees? You can! Wow! More than 90 degrees. Oh my god, I think I'm gonna broke it. The joint is very hard. On the other hand, we can test it out. There is a double joint right there also, but it's just so tough, so hard that I don't even want to try to push it. Wow, once again, it's so tough. You can kick pretty high, and it's also double jointed, but can you hear it? Oh my god, that is not the sound you want to hear while you are playing with your figure. Everything is so tight. So, oh my god, it sounds like a door. Toe pivot, very good. So, I think it's not that bad. Really, it's not that bad. A lot of people said this is the worst bootleg figure in terms of Kamen Riders. It's flawed, but it's still, pretty good. One of the biggest problem for the bootleg ones are the exposed joint. You can see how exposed the joints are. You can clearly see them exposing like this. Right up next, we got the $300 Figurized Standard Agito. A lot of people use this to substitute the expensive renewal one because of the good proportion. For those who doesn't know, Figurized Standard is actually a Gunpla line of Kamen Rider figure right here. Here's the box right here. You need to build your figure with you know, the parts just like a Gundam. I've actually made a video of me making this exact Agito figure, so go ahead and check it out in the description below if you're interested. Anyway, in terms of articulation, I would say this is the worst out of the 4 because of the very limited head movement. As you can see, I can't really look up, and also the absence of an actual ab crunch. You can see his bending a little bit, but it's actually just the joint getting loose. As for the arm, I think it's good. Yep, like that's the issue that I got. My right shoulder pad always fell off. For the leg, it can go up actually very high, and it's also double jointed. Due to the lack of, you know, left and right pivot on the feet, you can't, you know, stand very still when your legs are open. Something like this, you can see it's not really standing. His feet is actually off the ground. Hey, you can do you can do this if you want. You can do this if you want. So finally, we have the big boss. One of the most expensive in terms of SH figure art right now at the market. I believe it's called Shinkoccou Seihou, the renewal line. I bought this, I think, around 1,300 Hong Kong dollars. So once again, the convert rate will be here. So how good actually is this expensive figure? Let's take a look. Proportion wise, it's very good. Honestly, all of them are very good besides the 1.01. If I put them side by side, you can see this is not good at all. Head articulation. Can you look up? A little bit. Can you look down? Oh, also just a little bit. Wow! I did not expect the head articulation to be that limited, even on, you know, the most expensive one. Can you T-pose? Yes, you can T-pose. Wow, you can bend very far. Can you bend forward? Yes, you can. Oh, that's very good. Leg. Move up. Double jointed. It's actually not as high as the bootleg one, because when we look at, I think the bootleg one can raise much more higher. Oh my god, can you hear that? This is the best part of this figure. With this swivel right here, you can actually stand very firmly while you are opening your leg, especially Agito. When you want to do, you know, the signature pose, you need to open up the leg. In order to see how big of a difference these 4 figures are in photos, I am going to take them for a toy photography shoot, like a very simple one, and I'll edit them all the same. So we are going to test out the difference of 4 of the figures with our toy photography. So right now we are going to take pictures of 4 of them with the same pose. So first of all, we are going to test out signature Agito pose right here. Oh my god, almost dropped my stuff. And yeah, so let's see how it comes out.
Me and my friends basically took the 4 figures and took 2 photos of them with the same pose. So first up is the signature pose. As you can see, in terms of proportion and the pose, definitely the renewal one looks the best. And surprisingly, the bootleg one also looks pretty good. And of course, due to the lack of the angle pivot, the figurized standard Agito is not able to hold both feet on the ground. As a result, the pose is very weird. The cheapest one actually looks pretty good if you don't compare them all together. The second pose we did is a form-changing pose. Now, one thing to note is that I actually edited all of the eye, so the issue with the bootleg eye will not be here. With this pose, once again, the superior will be the renewal Agito. You can clearly see how bad the headpiece is on the bootleg one, especially the mouthpiece. It looks really weird. And the original SH figure art, once again, not that bad if you don't compare it with the expensive ones. And finally, we did 2 fun little pictures of 4 of them together. If you can actually post them within their limitation, all of them actually looks pretty good. Not that bad, honestly. Which figure do you think is the worst, and which one do you think is the best?
After taking a closer look of 4 of the figures, I would like to say that in terms of articulation and, you know, movement, definitely the most expensive one takes the cake. If you are not bothered by the proportion and you don't have much money, I really think surprisingly the 1.0 is a decent choice. The worst one out of 4 of them is actually the figurized standard. I know this is surprising because I actually prefer the bootleg one, even though it sounds awful and the joints are all over the place. I honestly think the bootleg one is much better. The price of the bootleg one is actually going up because a lot of people are trying to look for it in replacement of, you know, the renewal one. Let me know how would you rank these 4 figures. Let me know which one do you think is the worst and which one is the best, and which one would you buy and which one would you avoid. Thank you so much, guys. This is such a fun video to make. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like and subscribe for more Kamen Rider content. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!